What's up everyone, Dr. Jacob Wilson here. I'm back with an exciting 3 ways to increase muscle and lose fat at the same time. This is part 2. If you haven't seen part 1, make sure you check that video out first. So if this is your first time to the channel, if you love this content, smack that like button. If you really want to support the channel, make sure you share this content with people you know. Now, on to the question on part 2. Can you gain muscle and lose fat at the same time? I'll give you 3 tips. Today's going to be more nutrition based. The first one's going to be protein intake. One of the things to understand is that if I'm going to increase a macronutrient, typically if I overfeed on carbohydrates, for example, if I were to increase carbohydrates by 500 calories, I will probably gain fat. However, Dr. Jose Antonio's lab showed that overfeeding on protein by 500 additional calories per day resulted in actual fat loss. In fact, people on average lost probably about 3 pounds of fat and gained 3 pounds of muscle. Some people in the study gained 15 pounds of lean mass and lost 8 pounds of fat in the Jose Antonio study. So what this kind of basically means is that overfeeding on protein can actually help you gain muscle and lose fat at the same time. So how much does that really come out? Probably about at least consuming 1.5 to 2 grams of protein per pound of body weight, right? So Fernando's a solid, 180, 200. Okay, well he looks really lean. He's a lean 200. So Fernando's about 200, solid, jacked. That means he's going to eat anywhere from 300 to 400 grams of protein. That's a lot of protein, right? One thing I'm going to tell you though is think of this as sort of a short burst. You're going to bump your training volume up for like 4 to 6 weeks. You're going to bump your protein up for about 4 to 6 weeks. You're going to go all out, balls to the wall, and when you do that, you will gain muscle and lose fat at the same time. So that's the first thing. Second thing is protein timing. I don't know why. When I was coming up, everyone pretty much intuitively knew that consuming protein after your workout was important. For some reason, I have no idea why, over the last 5 years, we've seen an influx of people saying that protein timing doesn't matter, it's not important, all that matters is macros and calories. Well, that couldn't be further from the truth. So one thing we do know is that consuming protein around the workout, and there's not really a lot of studies on this, but probably the best one's by Paul Cribb, and he found that consuming your protein and creatine before and after your workout resulted in more fat loss and more muscle gain than if you had it morning and night. So make sure you're consuming that protein around the workout. That's going to also lead to fat loss. The last thing I'm going to say is sleep. Guys, listen, one of the biggest things that I see so many people do is they will sleep 5 hours, a night in hopes of getting up early and doing a bunch of cardio so they can lose fat and gain muscle at the same time or whatever. And what they're actually doing is they're sabotaging themselves, because studies show that sleep deprivation impairs what we call nutrient partitioning. What does that mean? If you're going to gain muscle and lose fat at the same time, you need nutrients to go toward muscle and away from fat. But if you have a lack of sleep, you impair nutrient partitioning, and actually you switch the ratio. You start losing more muscle than fat. So that obviously doesn't accomplish your goal. So in reality, if you're going to accomplish this really difficult goal, you probably need at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night. If you can only get 7 during the week, on the weekends, try and get a nap in between. So guys, thank you so much. I'll see you next time.